Hello internet friends, welcome to Tricord. This is a game that was developed, it is an indie game by a good friend of mine who has just completed his first course in game design. And this is, I guess this is technically his second game. He was kind enough to allow some of us friends on the forums that we all frequent to try out his game, which is pretty awesome. So I'm going to play a little bit of this game. I've started. It's basically a resource management game. This is a generator, and you are basically, there's a message at the beginning. We start this generator spinning, and there's a message on the screen at the beginning. It kind of goes away pretty quick, but it is that you have to use the limited resources available to you. So on the left there, on my little pad, is a display of power, the blue, and on the right is the power that's coming from this generator. And I think I've taken some power, so I've got I think it's 6 bricks of blue power there, and the generator is outputting that much. The station is infected. You saw that kind of effect happening there, where something starts gnawing at you, eating away at you if you leave the light. So you have to stay in the light. Oh, I love the music. And so for instance, I have to get through this door, so I put some power into the door, and you can tell at the bottom there's a little kind of the bottom 2 red bars. So this door takes 2 bars of energy to open. We can get through, and we can do the same here. But you watch what happens when I go into the darkness here. Chittering in the darkness. It's going to get me. Right, so I have to run back to the light at this point. And you have to use the power available to you to keep going. Now, this took me a while to figure out. Let's go back as well. You can turn these lights on. You see it turns into a light bulb? So you can actually turn these on with power, and that's how you stave off the little chittering, the night terrors that are following you through this station. And so we go through here. Right, we keep them at bay. You just heard them there just for a second. Yeah, so I've found this quite challenging. As I say, it's by a friend of mine. So this is not a review of the game by any means. This is me trying out the creative endeavor of a friend who I am very proud of and happy that he's got to this stage with his game. So this is not an objective look at a commercial release or anything like that. This is more me kind of being impressed by someone who's always loved games, and has always, I think it's fair to say, we all harbour a secret desire to be a game designer, and has gone and tried to do that. So you see I'm swapping the power around there, and that's inspiring, and that's cool. And you look at this, how this game looks. This is not what you would expect from someone who's beginning to learn how to design games. It's amazing what people can do at this stage. It's very impressive. I mean, it's impressive. There's no two ways about it. So we turned the doors activated. So I get the power back from the door. Once I've opened it, I don't think I need to close it again. So I think I got the power back from these doors. Oh no, they're coming. Right, get rid of those. And then go back. And there's this room here. Now, I should say I haven't figured out how to win this game. I don't know how you escape this station or stave off the horrors in the darkness forever. But I've got a certain way into it. So I've got that power there. That power is on. So this terminal obviously needs a lot of power. I think it needs, counting up, nearly needs all those red bars to turn on. So obviously we don't have enough power in our little handheld device to do that at the minute, but I happen to know that there is another door around here. If I'm quick enough. Oh! Just turn those on for a second. It's a little bit stressful. I think resource management, I'm not sure if that's, I have another game designer friend who is also a YouTuber, the Serious Creeper, who is a game designer, and I played a little bit of one of his games, and his was also kind of resource management. So I'm not sure if that's something that people who are, you know, testing out concepts and, that one was for a game jam where you have to produce a game very quickly. So I'm not sure if resource management is something a lot of people do when they're first learning how to do games or trying to produce a game quickly. I honestly don't know. Like I say, I'm odd in a way in that I've never really wanted to be a game designer, but I'm really intrigued by games. I've been reading a book, Electric Dreams, by Dean something. Electric Dreams. It's on Audible. I haven't been reading it. I've been listening to it. Who has time to read? I've been looking at that game recently. That story recently, and that's about the early games that were created in the 80s in Britain with very limited resources and so on, and people really figuring out what games were all about. So we can turn on these. I didn't realize there's actually another generator there. I didn't notice that last time. I might be able to. Right, so we have to wind our way through here with these red lights and get through all these filing cabinets. I think this is like the part of the game that is a social commentary on the horrors of working in offices. But let's go here. So we keep turning these on. We don't need to turn them all on. They just have to get us through here. And we get to a bit further down. I hope I'm not spoiling this game by doing this. What my plan was to kind of show off the mechanics and show the game, and then if people wanted to see if they could figure it out, they could maybe ask Orix if he minds them downloading it. But anyway, I think it's interesting to try out someone's game and show support and stuff. So that on, and then I think I can turn this one on. And look, my power bar has expanded. I've got a lot of power now, and I can take that away. I've got loads of power. Ultimate power. Okay, so that's off. Let's go and get that other one. Maybe that will turn on now. Will it? I'm not sure, because I know this is nearly the point at which I can't get any further. So that's powering up. I've got some additional power. There are more of these generators around here, though. I'm wondering if I have to turn these on. But I don't know how to do that. I'm clicking the buttons. I'm clicking F and it's not coming on. I'm trying to make sure that as I go through here, I'm kind of sucking up all the power that I'm taking all the power with me and not leaving lights on. I need to concentrate now because I'm not. Look, I've left the light on there. It's like living back at home with your mother. Make sure you turn the lights off. Using up all the electricity. Right. Look, there's a door there. That's. I feel like that should work. I feel like I should be able to turn these on. I can't. I'm trying to put the power in there. When I go up, you use the mouse wheel to put the power in and out. Maybe you can't. Right. Okay, go away. Scary things. Yeah, so I was reading that book about the early days of game design and comparing it to something like this, which is someone's second game. It's created in Unity and it looks great. It feels great. I know a lot of stuff is kind of... I don't think you have to build the ability to move around in three-dimensional space from the ground up, and you don't have to build all the 3D assets yourself. Some of these are assets that are already available, I believe, because being a 3D renderer is a complete job in itself. So put the power into that console, and that massive thing starts moving. That looks a bit like a big red button to me that wants pressing. Come on, I'm under the light. Go away, I'm under the light. Oh, come on. Shit. I can take that power back once the power is on. power on, press the button. Put all the power in there and then press that button. No? Take it from the light and put that in as well. Oh my god. Maybe? Yeah, so I mean it's interesting, isn't it, what people can actually do nowadays? And like I say, it's very impressive for a second game. Let me just try some of this stuff out. You see, I can start turning all the lights on here. Oh, I put some power in there, but not enough. There are other doors. Well, there is kind of maybe a door through there, but I think it's barricaded. And none of these consoles on the right here do anything. Ah. You see, I thought what I maybe had to do was turn all the generators on, then run back to the beginning and maybe put it through, like open this door. Does it say, please wait, elevator maintenance floor in 17, please wait. No smoking. Ah, that's no good for me. So we've got that one moving. Maybe if I go back to that place where I was before, and because they are definitely generators, aren't they? In that, you know, the room with all the red things. Let's try. See if I can, now I've turned that big one on, maybe some of these smaller ones will come back on. These things. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Can I take the power away from this? I've taken all your power. You've given me the power to die horribly in the dark. Shoot. So yeah, I mean, I just wanted to show this game off and tell my friend that I'm very, very impressed with what he's done, and I hope he'll continue. And I'm going to put a link, which I hope is okay, to the forum post where Orix has let us know about this game, and he's put it up for us. So I'm hoping that some other people might check it out and stuff. Like I say, he's just at the start of doing this stuff, and I don't know what his plans are really, but maybe you check out the game and figure out how to do this, because I can't figure it out. But I found it really interesting. You know, obviously you want to get the bare bones of your game working at the start, so things like it's a little bit hard to figure things out. It's not immediately obvious, but once you've got this basic mechanic down, yeah, I mean, the fundamental elements of everything you need for a puzzle game is here, isn't it? So the core question of how to get out of here is there for the unraveling. Well, I'm just wandering around here turning lights on and off randomly at this point. Alright, if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments, and perhaps check out the forum post and talk to Orix. Say hello, say what you thought of the game, give him some support. We all need support. It's very difficult to do something that is a passion and a dream, and I always want to support someone who is doing that, because that's what we're supposed to do in life, follow our dreams. So well done, Orix. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of gameplay. It's an intriguing game. Have a go, have a go. Right, I will see you in the next video. Nap out. Nap out. I'm going to die from all of the flipping... This is the failure state. It's definitely a game. Total Biscuit. It has a failure state. Look, it's coming up. It's going to happen. It's happening. Help me. Now. There you are. Oh, there's the message at the beginning. The station is infested. Stay in the light. See if you can stay in the light. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting Orix, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye, bye bye.
Lulu.